welcome to my channel. I'm Mystic Rose. I'm so glad that you're here today. We're going to be talking all about what are your spiritual gifts and how can you improve these gifts. And if you found this video today, then this is definitely for you. And I'm so glad that you're here. If you're a subscriber, thank you for being part of my YouTube family. That really means a lot to me. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this video, please be sure to check out some of my other videos. See if you vibe with me. And if you do, then I ask that you please consider subscribing to my channel, because my intention is to get out healing messages for the collective, so that I can heal and reach as many people as possible and help lift the vibrations of our planet. So yeah, these videos are meaningful for me, and I hope that you find meaning in them as well. I hope that they uplift you, and I believe that if you found this video, it's not an accident and there are messages awaiting you in this reading. Do be sure when you're choosing your pile, because there are going to be 3 piles, that you just go within and ask your spirit guides or angels to help direct you to the pile that has meaningful messages for you. And if you start to watch a video and it just isn't resonating with you, it's okay to go back to the beginning and choose again, because that does happen sometimes. So I'm just going to put that out there. So let us begin with our reading today on what are your special spiritual gifts and intuitive gifts, and how can you develop them further. Hello and welcome. These are the 3 piles here. The first one we've got here is pile number 1, and if you're drawn to Tiger's Eye, then this pile is for you. Pile number 2 has a pink quartz. So if you're drawn to this, you'll choose pile number 2. And for pile number 3, we've got howlite. So if you're drawn to pile number 3 and the howlite, that's for you. And if you need to pause the video, you may do so at this time. And don't forget, as we're going along, if you enjoy this video, be sure to like this video and comment. I always read the comments, so do be sure to do that. And let's get started. Hello, pile number 1. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so excited to find out what are your intuitive and spiritual gifts and how can you develop them. This is going to be so much fun. I have chills right now, so I know that Spirit is here with us, and Spirit is going to guide me to give you the messages. So let's get going with this. Okay, so right off the bat, I see like depletion. So some of you might just kind of be feeling like your spiritual gifts need like you need to practice them a little bit more, because maybe you don't feel that powerful. And like I'm really hearing for some of you that you're here because you do want to know what your spiritual gifts are and intuitive gifts, so that you can work on them, because sometimes we don't know what exactly they are. And in this case, I just feel like for a lot of you, you might be feeling like you don't know what they are and where to start. And that finding your gifts has been kind of a search for you for some of you, like many years, just trying to find what are your gifts, and it's been a long road, but you've had a lot of patience. You've been on a spiritual journey toward enlightenment, which has been awesome. See here with this card here, many of you are finding peace and enlightenment. This is a beautiful card, and you're very connected, I'm hearing, to your spirituality, but also for many of you, you weren't always that way. We've got the King of Wands here from my deck, my Unity deck, which just stands for, it could be you. Some of you maybe, because we have a Page of Swords here as well. This could literally be you. You may be either an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius person who's just full of passion and energy, and you know, maybe you're just ready for life and ready for everything life has to offer. If you're not a fire sign, maybe you act like that, or you embody the characteristics of a fire sign. Or you could be a Page of Swords, which just means that you are either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or that you embody those characteristics of somebody who is an air sign. And air signs are very clever, which is why I chose to paint a fox on these cards, because air signs are extremely clever and they're great conversationalists. They work very hard, but they can be a little bit emotionally blocked at times. So I'm hearing that for some of you, you really need to kind of open up a little bit, because some of you may be feeling blocked. Your gift, pile number 1, is you have the ability to manifest things. You are the kind of person that if you were to really develop this and hone in on this, you could be a very powerful co-creator with the universe, and you could be actually having a lot of your wishes fulfilled by speaking them into fruition. So let's see what the other cards say. All right, there's a need to relax and to be still. Some of you, I'm hearing like you need to work on meditation. You've started your journey into spirituality, and I'm hearing for some of you, you've tried to meditate, but like there's not been a lot of success with it because maybe you don't know how or what to do when you're meditating. So for a lot of you, it's just, you know, take some time to really be quiet. All meditation is being still and resting your mind. In this case, though, what you're going to be doing when you meditate is you're being called to think about things you're grateful for and then things you want to manifest. And I'm also hearing that if you were to make a vision board and also a gratitudes list, you would be manifesting so fast that you wouldn't believe it. You would say, wow, Mystic Rose was right about this. That's what I'm hearing for some of you. So this is just wonderful. You know why you're so powerful as a manifester? If you really can get a handle on how to do this and how to relax your mind and how to be grateful and all of that, it's all part of this manifesting. The reason is because you are extremely, this wants to come out. I'm just going to lay this down because I want to really talk about this. You're being called to step up and lead as the priestess here. She is a very magical person, and in her hands, she's got creative hands here and a creative mind. She's using her hands and her mind to create things. And she's very powerful as the priestess, and she's being called to stand up and to use her gifts. And also, you've got the pillar of light here, which means that your vibration is rising, and as it rises and continues to rise, you have the powers of being an oracle. So that means that you can see into the future, different future options, And you may be getting these insights during meditation, okay? So your gifts are that of being an oracle. So you could be, you may consider reading tarot cards, or some of you already are. And also, I'm hearing work on this gift even more, because you're being called to go within, to harness these gifts, and to really shine your light so that you can manifest things into the world. And I'm also hearing that your intentions for when you are manifesting should be in alignment with your highest good and the good of all people involved. I also picked this card out of a pile of many cards. I have like several decks here going on, and I shuffled before, and I didn't look at the cards until now. So I'm just going to read this and see. I like to pre-shuffle the cards because I feel that when I do that and then I set them aside, it's more powerful that way. And it allows you to choose the pile with a pile that already exists. So I just think that's more powerful that way. That's why I pre-shuffle. Sometimes I shuffle as I'm going along. It just depends on what I feel called to do. But anyways, to receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. This is an expanding universe, and all things must be allowed. In other words, for you to understand and experience what you desire, you must understand that which you do not desire. Okay, so this is just going back to like writing that list of things you want, okay? In order to be able to choose and focus, both must be present and understood. So you have to know what you don't want, and you have to know what you do want. So the reason that you're getting this card is because you have to be very honest with yourself about what's going on right now with you. You've got to be very honest with this truth card, because there's some things in your auric field and in your vibration that you need to clear. And I think you know this. It could be like negative energies of people that are these could be like coworkers, I'm hearing for some of you, or like toxic friends or family. So they're depleting your energy, and you do feel rather depleted. You've got to get back in touch with like nature. Now that the weather's nicer, maybe if you can go out with nature and just meditate and relax in a safe place, or I mean, even if it's just in your backyard, or but you've got to recharge, because you've been giving too much of your energy away to like either negative people or toxic people, or in bad situations, or you just haven't been focusing on yourself lately. And also you need to focus on what you want. So I'm hearing for you guys that it's time to make a list, like a wish list to the universe, so that you can start manifesting. That is what your birthright is. You were born here to be able to make wonderful things happen with setting intentions and then raising your vibrations. That's part of it. Raise your vibrations, have a restful mind, and then make it happen. You've got luck on your side though. So I really feel like this is going to just be like this video is really going to help you to push you in the right direction. So if you've been a good person and you've been doing the right things, this Wheel of Fortune talks about how you're going to reap the rewards and good things are going to happen to you. This card, it talks about just good luck and opportunities around the corner, and it's a big yes if you get this card in the deck. And so you've got great things coming once you can figure out how to get rid of the noise, okay? And this will help you when you reach enlightenment. Many of you are really close, or you're there. You just got to tweak a few little things, and that includes just getting your mind at rest. This one really jumps out at me. I created this card because it's just, to me, the imagery on here is, it speaks to me. Just kind of relaxing, kicking back. She's just in a bathtub, relaxing with a candle. And it's sort of like a little bit dark with the light. So this is kind of speaking to me that this is going to be illuminating for you. If you do this, if you go within, this is how you can really increase your abilities. And I'm also hearing just practice. Practice shining your light. Practice, get really specific about what you want, okay? I'm also going to pull some charms just to kind of see if I can glean more information about your gifts and about how you can improve them, okay? Oh, I've never gotten this little cutie before. This is a turtle. I love him. Okay, so turtles are really cool, and of course they have their hard outer shell and stuff, and they can get a little bit skittish, and they can get afraid, and they tuck their heads in. This really speaks to me that some of you, you really do need to retreat inside of your shell, like this is talking about, just to feel safe and protected, because some of you really are feeling like either psychic attack or like from negative energies or like people, and like I said before, just people that bring you down or bad energies. So I would say, and this is just my suggestion for you guys, I don't know if you practice lighting sage or anything like that, but like just kind of you may want to consider getting some white sage or either that or maybe Palo Santos wood or something like that, and burning that in a safe way in your home, and go into each and every room and just say a prayer of protection to spirit that your whole entire home will be protected from any negativity. And that includes negativity that visitors bring in. Every time visitors come over, it's a great idea to, after they leave, to sage or to light Palo Santos wood. This is going to help you to grow in new ways once you can fully learn to protect yourself and to take care of yourself. So for many of you, this is about taking care of yourself. Figuring out the things that are not serving you and letting it go so that your gifts can come out, because you have some really good gifts here. You have some amazing gifts. You're very powerful with this oracle. I have chills all over right now, guys. Pile number 1, you're very special. You are a pillar of light, and you are an oracle, and you embody spiritual characteristics that just allow you to manifest whatever you want, as long as your heart is in the right place. So you are very powerful, but also there's a need and a kind of like, it's sort of a warning, just stay positive and protect yourself. But no need to be scared of this, but just know that you are picking up energies from people that you either work with, or people in your family, or people that are friends, okay? And I'm also hearing that for a lot of you, it's time to reassess your friend groups and also just people in your life, and see, if it's time to move on from some of them. It's like weeding the garden, pulling out the things that are either negative people that are not serving you or are bringing you down, and things like that. So, and as long as you can do this, you're going to be really golden. And I'm so excited for you because these cards are beautiful. You're very special, and I'm so glad that I had this opportunity to do this reading for you, pile number 1. And I hope that you will comment down below how this applies to you, because I'm really interested in hearing your story. It looks like you have an amazing story of your journey and how you even got to this place today where you're at. So for so many of you, you've battled like so much negativity in your life, and you're looking for peace, and you're wanting to harvest your gifts because you know it's your birthright, and you know that you have something. There's something inside of you telling you and encouraging you. It's the little voice within that's saying you are special, because you are, and this is why. Okay, you are special, and this is your birthright. So claim this. Okay, just claim it and say yep. And you could even put that in the comment section that, hey, this is my birthright. I claim these gifts, because these are your gifts, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here, pile number 1. I really appreciated you being here and watching this video. I know this was not an accident for you to find this video. And as I said before, if you feel called to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate that, so that I can grow my YouTube family. And if you're already a part of my YouTube family, thanks so much for being here with me today. And I appreciate you. And I hope that you know that. Best of luck, pile number 1, with these intuitive gifts and really finding your positivity and your light. I know that this has been a long journey for you, but you're so close. Many of you are going to be finding your gifts and discovering these gifts within yourself very soon, as long as you take the steps. And I'm so proud of you for taking the action steps, because I'm saying that because I know that you're going to do this, and I trust that you will. Because pile number 1, I know that you want to be a better version of yourself. And all of the people that are drawn to my channel are very special people. And I say a lot of prayers that people that are drawn to my channel will receive messages that uplift them in many ways and are healing. And so I know and I trust that if you came to my video today, that this really, it was meant for you. So just claim that, okay, and know that. Thanks again, pile number 1. Hi, pile number 2. I'm so glad that you're here. This is going to be a lot of fun, because we're going to be talking all about your spiritual and intuitive gifts. What are they, and how can you develop them further? So if you chose this beautiful pink quartz that signifies love and loving energy, then this is your pile. Let's see what your first card is. Sacrifice. Okay. I've already pre-shuffled your cards. I haven't looked at them yet. I like to pre-shuffle so that it's more powerful when you're thinking about the different piles. Knowing that there's already a pile that's for you, I feel like that just adds more power to it. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting this down. And then I'm going to flip these over. Okay, I'm starting to see like a little bit of a picture here that you guys have been through some not so easy things in your lifetime. Okay, I'll just put that out there. It's like you guys have been through some hard stuff, and you had to walk away from something. Some of you are a little bit defensive and protective, I'll say that, protecting what you've worked hard for, because, you know, you might have had to leave a toxic family, or you might have had to leave a toxic relationship, or some of you, it may be friends that you've left behind because it was too heavy to hold. And these people that were around you, pile number 2, when you walked away, you felt better. You felt immediately like you could relax, okay? And now that you've walked away and have taken care of yourself, you're learning to take better care of yourself, is what I'm hearing. And now you've got the sun here, and I have chills all over my arms, and I know this is true. This is your card, pile number 2. You can relax. Know that everything is great. You're on a better track now. You've gotten rid of the things that really were no longer serving you. Pile number 1 talked about this a little bit too. Did you know that you are a star seed? I don't even know if you believe in this, because not everybody does, but you may want to look up what are the signs that you're a star seed, because I really do believe that if you were drawn to this pile, you are like a light worker or a star seed meant to shine your light here upon the earth. And so this is one of your gifts. You're here to shine, and many of you are also here to be teachers and healers. I'm just going to show you this. You're here to share your voice with the world, because you came here on a special mission as a star seed from a different plane of existence. Have you ever looked up into the night sky and been so attracted to the stars, and it might have felt like you missed home? Or it's just been like something that you love outer space, and you don't know why? Or maybe you feel so different than other people, like maybe you just felt like when you were younger that you didn't fit in, and maybe you still feel like a kind of an oddball or something, like you just feel very different than other people. It's because you're a star seed, and there are people on this planet that have human souls, and that's their origin, and there are people that are from different realms that are here. You are from a different realm, so you could either be Pleiadian, Syrian, there's all kinds of star seeds, and you could look this up. I know there are a lot of YouTube videos. I may even do one about star seeds in the future to help just to educate people about what are star seeds. Because it's so important, and it's such a good, thing to think about, because it's a mission. You were sent here to share your voice and your light with others, to help. Whenever you communicate with people and you tell them what you've been through, you uplift people. And so part of your mission here is to uplift others and uplift the planet. Oh, I have chills because of this. You are here to heal chaos. So I just got this card here. The reason that you've been through so much shit in your life, I'm hearing, excuse my French, but I'm just hearing you've been through so much because you were meant to know what that was, so that you could experience it, grow and change. It has transformed you into the person that you are today, so that you can be a catalyst in helping others to heal their chaos. This was a sacrifice that you made on a soul level, pile number 2. You chose this path, and you knew at the soul level that this was not an easy path. For some of you, your spirit guides are birds, some sort of like a bird, and you yourself are very spiritual. You're very in tune with your heart chakra, which is why you probably chose this pink quartz, because this is all about love and represents the heart chakra. And you got this. Your mission here was a sacrifice, because you came down, you lowered your vibration to come to this earth plane, which was a huge sacrifice to you, so that you could experience chaos, trauma, all of these things that are not pleasant. And you did that so that you could lift the vibrations of the planet. And it has affected you, your moods. I'm just hearing like it's been a roller coaster. Life for you has been a roller coaster of so many ups and downs, but now you're starting to embrace who you are. And you knew before you even chose this pile today, or came to my video today and found this video, you knew you were special, and you've been embracing your gifts, because I'm just hearing for so many of you, you knew, or you resonated with this star seed. So to many of you, it's not a surprise. To some of you, it is. And I hope you look it up and find out who you are. But to a lot of you, you already knew that you weren't from this realm, because you've felt this since childhood, just very different than other people. And you've been working your whole life on embracing who you are and your mission here. And now you've been given an opportunity with this card here to really shine your light. So for many of you, you may yourself have a YouTube channel. You might be on TikTok sharing your voice or your mission. This is like communicating with others, teaching others what you know. Even if it's just on a small scale right now, like with friends or with people that you meet, you're shining your light and you are illuminating other people and uplifting them by sharing what you've gone through and where you're at today and how you overcame so much. And you're sharing your strength and your light with people, which is just beautiful. And so the opportunities that are coming your way, these are gifts that are being presented to you from the universe, because it's your time to shine. With the sun here, it's your time to shine. You're walking away from negative things. You're walking away from things that no longer serve you. You're on a healing journey. It's time to just let go of things. And today, finding this video is just a confirmation of that. And now I'm going to choose some charms. So just give me a moment. Okay. So for many of you, this talks about your inner child and how when you were a child, there was something that you really loved to do. It's time to get back in touch with that inner child in you, to find that joy. And even though some of you might have had a dysfunctional childhood, there were moments of joy and bliss. And you were doing things you loved to do, and you might have been even carefree. Find that place again in your heart where the inner child resides, so that you can be creative, because it's time to create. It's time to shine your light. You're doing self-work, which is great. You're working on yourself. You're trying to develop your gifts. You are protected, even though you may feel like you're not protected. Some of you, I'm hearing that like you've had so many toxic people in your life, or like these toxic coworkers, that you don't feel very good emotionally. But this is telling you here, it's time to like protect yourself. Say a prayer of protection. I have a video that kind of walks you through how to spiritually protect yourself. So I can link that in the description box below for you guys, pile number 2. That it's a prayer of protection, and you can place this upon yourself before you go to work so that you're protected from people with negative energies. But like, you as a starseed are very susceptible to negative energies, and you're empathic, so you pick up energies like a sponge, and you've got to protect yourself, okay? For many of you, I'm hearing. Yep, it's time to get back to things and hobbies that you love doing, because you've been neglecting that, pile number 2. You've been neglecting your hobbies and what makes you happy, and it's time to create, because this is going to be part of the key to unlocking your gifts and to really sharing your gifts with the world. You have to be happy and content as a person, which many of you are getting there. But creating is part of that. And you've got to get back to those hobbies that you did in childhood, or when you were younger, that made you happy. It could be painting, or it could be anything, any arts and crafts things, or building things like little, I don't know, I'm seeing like some of you might build little just little objects. I don't know, whatever these little hobbies are. I'm seeing that many of you have these hobbies that you used to do when you were younger that you've just got to get back to, because you've been neglecting it because of, the busyness of life, and maybe you didn't know it was important. But there's part of you that is really wanting this to come out. This talks about your protection. So, and you don't need to be afraid. You're very protected. There's hope for you as well with this card. So for many of you who've been through such, an awful time in life, there's hope. Things are going to turn around. There are going to be new opportunities presented to you for new relationships with healthier people. This is, if you found this video today, all of these messages pertain to you. It's time to look around and see who and what is serving you and what is no longer serving you, and let it go. And so that you can be the person that you came here to be on your mission, because you're a star seed. This is incredible. And I'm so happy that you found your way to my channel, because I don't believe in accidents. And I feel that if you are drawn to my channel, then you're here because of a very special reason. And I always attract really interesting people. I attract star seeds and earth angels, and it's just, I feel very blessed. So thanks for being here, and I'm so glad I can be part of this. I'm part of your journey, and it makes me happy. I want to read this card. It says, moods are indicators of my emotional set points. When you continue to focus on any thought, it becomes increasingly easy to continue to focus on it, because of the law of attraction is making more thoughts like it available to you. And so, emotionally speaking, you are developing a mood, or you are achieving a habitual vibration groove, so to speak, or a set point. So that just talks about the law of attraction, and that's why it's so important to surround yourself with positive people, and for you to have a positive mindset so that you can attract more people and more positivity into your life. And this is speaking to me. This just jumped out to me. I was like, I need to tell them this. Okay, many of you could use selenite in your life and in your daily practice when you're meditating or praying. If you hold selenite, it's very cleansing, and it cleanses negativity in your space. So holding on to selenite is very powerful, or having it in your workspace. So for many of you who have a toxic work environment, consider getting a piece of selenite for your home or office. And also, don't be afraid to, if you need to, and if you're able to, I'm just going to say this because for some of you who do have the negativity either in your home or office space, it's so important to cleanse that. So, selenite is one way, but also Palo Santos is a great way, and so is sage. But of course, you can't burn those things at work. So a friend of mine, who's a good friend, suggested getting a diffuser and putting the Palo Santos oil in there. So I just needed to share that for some of you who could use that at work. It's undetected. You can't really smell it that much. You can even mix it with other scents, and people will never know that you're cleansing the space. I love it. It's brilliant. And it really helped me at work when I had that situation one time. I had a negative work environment, and it was not easy. So if you're going through that, I really can relate to that. And I apologize, and I'm just, for the sincerity is really true for me when I say this, but it's never easy dealing with toxic people, and I've been there before. So you are special. You don't need the negativity. Protect yourself, okay? And know that you're a very special person here with a very special gift to share with the world. And just stay positive, okay? Stay positive if you can. I know it's not always easy, but you're doing great because you're doing the best that you can. And so thank you so much for being here. I would love for you to share in the comment section, if this resonated with you, I would love to hear about that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I would love to have you be part of my family. And do be sure to like my video and share with friends if you feel called to. Best of luck, pile number 2, on your starseed mission. And I know that you're going to do great things. And many blessings to you, pile number 2. Hello, lovelies. Welcome, pile number 3. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm excited to share with you what Spirit has kind of let me know, which is going to be, what are your spiritual gifts and how can you develop them further? And I've set the intention before this video, and I've pre-shuffled the cards. I haven't looked at them, but I already have a feeling that this pile is very special and unique. All of the people that come to my channel are very special and unique. I just somehow attract very special people to my channel, and I'm just really pleased about that. And I believe the reason for that is because I say a lot of prayer and I set a lot of intentions to Spirit to help people find my video who are meant to find my videos. And so if you're here, thank you so much and welcome, and I'm so happy to have you part of it. But I haven't looked at these cards yet, like I said, so we're going to be looking at these together. But I like to pre-shuffle because I believe that it makes it more powerful when you're doing the choosing of the piles, because the piles are already pre-selected, or they're already like selected, you know, or like not selected, but they're, well, yeah, I've selected them kind of like when I shuffled them and pulled them out. So they're already pre-shuffled and pre-selected that way. And so I feel like it gives it more energy and more power when you're choosing that way. So that's why I do it this way. And so let's get right into it with your reading today. Well, okay, this is probably why I was feeling that you guys are very, you know, a very unique group here, pile number 3, because you got the Wheel of Fortune, which talks all about good luck being on your side. And this has Lakshmi on here. And this is all about your inner power. And I'm just seeing that this is a very powerful feminine energy. Even if you are a male person, it doesn't matter. You are still a very blessed individual. And let's see what your other cards are. Illumination. You guys are very illuminated. I'm hearing that so many of you have been putting in the work, and you have been on a spiritual journey for a while, and now it's time to just relax and enjoy all of the benefits of being illuminated and finding your place in this world. You know who you are, and you know your gifts. You probably just clicked on this video to confirm what you already knew, because pile number 3, you know what your gifts are, okay? You know you're special, you're unique, you're not just like, you know, every other person out there. There's something very special about you. You have a very pure soul, and you came into a family that had some karma that needed to be released, and you played a part in your family's releasing of this karmic situation and karmic past life contracts and such. You were born into this family so that you could change the trajectory of the karma of this family. You broke some very powerful bonds that were upon this family because of you and who you are and your bravery for coming to the earth plane. You have broken the shackles of this family karmic cycle that this family that you grew up in was part of. That's amazing. Many of you have ancient soul roots, and I don't know if Lemuria speaks to you or not, but this talks about creating heaven on earth. And in Lemuria, people had very magical abilities, and life was great, and it was sort of like this utopia society. And many of you, if you don't know much about Lemuria, I would suggest that you kind of do some research about that, because many of you had a lifetime in Lemuria, and if you didn't, and that doesn't resonate with you, you're at least a very magical person. So let's see what other gifts you have. So one of your gifts is that whenever you do something, you do it with all of your heart, and you're able to have healing hands and a healing touch. So you have a healing ability with your hands. And so this is a gift that I would suggest that you really work on. I'm just hearing for many of you, you have this ability to have like a healing touch. And even when you look at people, you have there's something compelling about you that, like, it's very powerful. Like, you have this wisdom in your eyes, and you have this ancient wisdom as part of you because you're such an old soul. You intimidate people sometimes when they see your eyes, because they see such a depth, and they see something looking back at them that makes them see themselves and analyze themselves, and it can be very intimidating. But you have a very healing touch, and many of you are being called to Reiki. I'm hearing some of you may practice Reiki already, and you're being called to really focus on energy work. So that is one of your gifts. You are here to work with energies and manipulating energies with your hands, okay? Some of you may actually be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or it could just be that you sort of embody these characteristics. And many of you, even though you're very special, all of these things that I listed here, these cards talk about a need to relax a little bit more, okay? Because maybe you're overworked. You have been kind of, focusing on making money and things like that. You might be able to actually make money on Reiki. That's what I'm hearing. If you were to get into this and really hone in on your skills, many of you could actually make money on healing people with your hands and with energy work. So that's why this Page of Pentacles is here. Either that, or many of you might be actually an earth sign person, sun, moon, or ascendant. You could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But this is here with the illumination, so I feel like this is really talking more about how you need to start making money with energy work, because you could actually do this for a living or on the side to make extra money. That's what I'm hearing. This could be even done remotely through the internet or through telephone, but or even through Zoom. You could do remote energy work and make money from this, okay? Or it could be direct. But you're a healer, and you have a lot of gifts to give to people. So this card talks about just sleepless nights and maybe a little bit too much anxiety, or things falling through, disappointments. And maybe lately you just don't know, you haven't known what your gifts were, and maybe it was frustrating for you. Maybe you didn't know how special you really were, but you're starting to understand now that there's so much to you. Like, for instance, maybe you wondered why people sometimes get intimidated by you and either give you the cold shoulder, or they might act like they like you one day and then the next day they act like they don't. And you don't know who your true friends are sometimes, and maybe there's like an issue with trust. Well, it's because you're very, very intimidating in a powerful way to people, and people, that's not your fault. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. It's them. They need to accept you the way you are or not. And that's their personal choice. But you, the message is you be you. I keep being drawn to this really beautiful, these eyes here. Like, you must have really beautiful eyes, pile number 3. There's something very pretty and unique about your eyes. They just draw people in, and they're mesmerizing. Your eyes are mesmerizing. I'm also just picking up, like, there's like a real scorpionic energy here that I'm just kind of sensing. So you may have Scorpio in your chart, in your birth chart, sun, moon, or ascendant. So that's just something that I'm picking up on for many of you. And you got this card as well, which is the Fool, but she's a witchy little fool. I actually created this deck, so I love this because this is like somebody who not only are they carefree, they're happy, they're moving along with their lives, they have a new beginning. It's also just a card for, it's a yes card when you get this in a reading, and it just means stay positive. But also it has a special meaning for me that you are a very spiritually open person. I wouldn't say you're religious. I would say that you're a spiritual person. You may have a religion, but you're more of a spiritual person, that in the sense that you're very open. And some of you may be into Wiccan beliefs or witchy ways. And so this card just kind of denotes that you're very open, and also that you're quite a magical person. I would say that this goes along with your I want to say mystery. You're mysterious. I don't know if I'm hearing the word mystique, so I hope that's a word. Sometimes words come to me and spirit gives me the words and I don't even know they're real words. So, and oftentimes they are, which is just kind of comical to me. But there's some kind of mystique or mystery about you, I'm hearing. People just kind of, they don't get you. They're like, how is this person like this? And it breeds jealousy. A lot of times it breeds jealousy. Your family, your own family, I'm hearing some of you is like jealous of you. And many people that when they first get to know you, they're very intimidated and jealous of you. And they may not understand you as a person. So you're very mysterious with that card. And then we got this unicorn, which is really awesome because it kind of goes along with your magic and your mystery. I'm just going to read this because it might offer something to you that you need to hear. In my appreciation, I offer no resistance. Appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects that you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in this universe. So this just talks about being really appreciative. Appreciate who you are because it's such a gift, and appreciate everything you have been given. Many of you, the reason that you're hearing this message right now is because there's a need to be grateful and to have gratitude because you've been given so many good things. And so maybe something that you could do is to make a list of everything you're grateful for, and have that somewhere where you can see it, like maybe put it up on your refrigerator or something like that, like just so that you can see all of the things that you're so grateful for, because it's going to help you to be more open to receiving even more from the universe, I'm hearing. So you guys are going to be receiving things as you show your gratitude. And as far as this goes with Reiki, this is an exciting thing for you. This could be a new business opportunity for you guys to do that with that page there. So if you were wondering if you should do that, I would say this is a sign from the universe that yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Now I'm going to draw some charms. So just give me a moment here to draw some charms for you, pile number 3. Okay, what do we have here? The first thing that jumps out at me is this little dragonfly. You guys have, talk about ancestors. Many of you have ancestors that are protecting you and watching over you. And you also have, I want to say, a grandmother that has passed over that is with you. Or this could be a grandfather too. Just like it has like a grandma or grandpa kind of vibe to it that is with you. It could also just be your spirit guides, but it's somebody who lived on the earth plane, who loved the earth very much, and they're with you on this journey. So know that. You've got this little mouse here, and mice are a symbol of new opportunities, and also these new opportunities, it's for regarding like personal energy and finances. And it was upside down when it came out, so this may just mean that you are looking for opportunities for creating a business for yourself for some of you. And this is why this came out, or like new and interesting ways to make money. So I would say that's another confirmation. If you were thinking about starting that Reiki business or whatever it is that you make with your hands, it could be some of you are thinking about opening a jewelry business, I'm hearing, or writing a book. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's time to get to work. This came out, it's a sunflower, and it's all about blooming and being your best version of yourself. So it's time to really blossom, and it's time now from today on that you decide to grow into the person that you were meant to be. It's your birthright. And you've got so much love surrounding you and protecting you from your ancestors and spirit guides and spirit. And this is something that I want to say too, for those of you who are thinking about doing Reiki practice, it's important that you ground yourself so that you're not depleting your energy, okay? So work on grounding exercises, and even if you're not a Reiki practitioner, this is still a message for you to ground yourself here, and just to be connected with the earth realm and the spirit realm, okay? Be connected with earth and spirit. So pile number 3, this was an amazing reading. You have very special gifts, and now you know what to do, what you need to do to like work on them. And I'm so glad that I could be a part of this journey with you. You're a very magical person, and you need to know that. And don't forget that you came here to help your family break some negative cycles and some karmic bonds and all of that. And this is very unique. Not everyone has this purpose and mission. Your purpose and soul mission are very unique and special. Remember that it's time to relax. Take some time to meditate and go within, and know that you are on the right track. You found this video, and that was not an accident. And know that you are on the right track to becoming the best version of yourself. And I'm just so glad that I could be part of this today. Thank you. And if this resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comment section below. I always read those and I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. That helps me to grow my YouTube channel and get my messages out to people who really need to hear healing and uplifting messages. Thank you so much, pile number 3. Best of luck on your special mission. And I hope that this reading uplifted you and was meaningful to you. Many blessings.